Hey, Jason Fladlin here, and I'm going to show you how I do keyword research for Amazon products. So we'll do a couple examples here. Let's say our product was a yoga mat. And so I do a search for yoga mat and I see these as the results, right? And I actually like to sort them by any category. Sometimes now Amazon defaults to a specific category. This just makes it easier for me to do my research because I can just look down and read down the list here. What I do though is very a low-tech, very simplistic approach. Yeah, I use just a notepad, your regular run-of-the-mill plain text document here, and I'm going to say yoga mat keywords. And the first one I always put in there is the main keyword. Then I also put in the word best because that's a keyword I always use. And then beyond that, I now start to do my research. My initial research is this. I'll go and I'll open up listings and I'll look at words. So, thick and deluxe are two words that I see potentially as an option. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to use those. I'm just going through and seeing what people are putting in there. And then if we actually looked at this first listing here, we can see, is there anything else? Premium, that might be a good keyword. I don't know. Let's just put it on the list. And let's see what else we have here. High density, foam, right? High density. These are all potential keywords. See how they snuck in the word best there? Smart. This might be one of... this is smart too. Interesting. Somebody who studied something about Amazon. They know what they're doing here. Let's continue on. So let's look at some more here. We have, I think we already have the word premium. Yes, we do. And let's open it up. A lot of these have the word carrying and carrying case. So if that was applicable, or carrying straps, if that was applicable, then I would put that down there as a keyword. Exercise, that's a good keyword, right? So let's put that down there as a potential keyword. At this point, we're just generating ideas. We're not filtering ourselves or anything like that. We're just generating ideas. And so I see that's pretty much all the main keywords. I mean, if you wanted to spend some time extra, you could. But I already have a good feel, because I've done this enough, that there's not going to be too many other keywords that we're going to pick up on besides what we have there for our first go around. So the second thing that I do is go back and I do this, yoga mat, and I see what else is there. So women is a good one. So actually I always do this, women and men. I almost always put that in any product I sell, because for women or for men, as long as my thing is really gender neutral, I can target both. What else do we got here? We have sling, we have the cleaner, we have thick as a keyword there. We have the word actually Amazon, believe it or not. So I'm going to put Amazon, and we already had thick. Furthermore, here's what I do. I start typing in every letter of the alphabet. So by the way, the word and itself typed out seems to be a good keyword. So I probably wouldn't use the ampersand here. I'd probably actually write it out. Usually I use an ampersand because it makes the title shorter. But right now I would write it out because it's showing me all these A's that are showing up here. Now none of these other ones are really applicable to me unless we actually had them. So I'll skip them, but then we do B, right? And so black is a keyword, or blue. So whatever our color is, let's just say we had a purple yoga mat. I would put in the word purple there. So that just reminded me by looking at that B there. If you look at some of these other ones, they're brand names. I don't recommend you try targeting other people's brand names, so we skip those. Carrying strap, as you see there. If it has a case, then you could put that. If it had a bag, you would put that as a keyword as well. And durable looks to be a keyword, so do we have that there? I don't see it, so let's type that in there. And on and on and on. You get the idea, right? So I'd literally go E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, all the way to Z, right? And when I'd be done, I'd have a massive list of keywords. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can use these keywords. Just to, the main way that'll give you the most power is actually the title. So let's say I was selling a yoga mat. Here's how I do it. I start writing it. I say yoga mat, and that's where I start. And then and then I might say high density deluxe actually then I'd say best deluxe, high density best deluxe premium foam mat for women and men. Okay, so what have I done here? I've got this keyword off, and actually I like to do this. I like to duplicate this list so I don't lose any keywords that I might use later on. So now that we have this, let's whittle it down. We got yoga mat out of the way. We got best out of the way. We've got deluxe. We've gotten premium. We've gotten foam. We've gotten women and men. And I'll just sneak in Amazon here. We have high density as well. Then I might just say purple with durable carrying straps. Okay, so we have this, we have this, we have this. We just have to sneak in exercise and thick. And then if I had other keywords, I could sneak those in there as well. So now let's see if I can just fit them in purple with durable carrying straps. Maybe best deluxe premium thick foam mat for women and men on Amazon. Purple with a must-have exercise companion. Maybe I put a little flourish in there. And then if I was finishing this title, I'm also going to do a little bit of salesmanship. So I could say 100% satisfaction guaranteed, lifetime product warranty. And that might be my title. Now that's not the only place we use keywords. Keywords can also be a benefit to you in a couple other places. One of those places is the bullet points. Okay. Interestingly enough, product description seems to have almost no effect on keyword effectiveness. Customer reviews, those are really important for a keyword perspective. And also in your Seller Central account, that's a keyword consideration as well. And even your brand name up here is a keyword consideration too. Okay, but the most important thing is the keywords in your title. Second most important thing is the keywords in your bullet point and in your review down here. Then the third most important thing is the keywords you put into your Seller Central listing and rating. Those are the three main ones that I focus on. Going back to this list real quick, if I were to target certain people that I'd want for reviews, and I would, let's say, help them talk about what they could write in the review. I want one review talking about how they love how it's so thick and blah, blah, blah. I have one review that would use the word deluxe a few times. I'd have another review that would focus on the premium. I'd have a review that would focus potentially on the foam itself, one on the high density, one on the carrying straps, one from a woman's perspective, one from a man's perspective, one from exercise, one that would frequently mention Amazon, durable, etc. So you can plan out reviews that you know you can get or know that you're going to get, and tell them, make sure you use this word over and over again in the review. It's keyword optimization that almost nobody on Amazon does. That'll give you a significant competitive advantage. Let's do one more. Okay, so we just did a yoga keywords, but just so we got the process down, let's take one more whack at it. Let's do a different product. Let's do a silicone baking mat. So the process is the same. We start with silicone baking mat keywords. The obvious one is silicone baking mat, and then best. Those are two I always use. And non-stick seems to be a keyword here. If I had more than one, I would use the word set, because this one's like a 2-pack, for example. And let's open up this other one here and see if we can pull some more keywords potentially out of this. Size seems to be potentially a keyword. Now, just because I put them on this list doesn't mean I use them. Okay. Non-stick shows again there. Baking sheet. I don't know if that's a very good keyword or not. I'm just putting them down for now, right? Cookie. Okay. Let's put that there. All right, now let's keep going through. Let's look at some other of these. See, professional grade, I doubt that's a keyword. I'll grab it and I'll put it down here. I might not use it though. It's an interesting one. It's a good selling keyword, I guess. That's about it there. Actually, was that the one we just looked at? Yep. Let's open this up, and we'll open up a couple more. Sometimes you have to consider misspellings too. Like, does anybody actually use the word silicon? See, this is one that I probably won't put in the title, but I might have a reviewer spell it intentionally like this, right? Okay, nothing else there that's new, nothing there that's new, not much there other than the half sheet pan, which a lot of people mention, so I might consider mentioning as well. So that's good. So then the next thing we do is we have full sheet and half sheet. So if ours is a half sheet, I guess we better put that down there, right? And what else do we got here? Large, which wouldn't be applicable. I don't necessarily know for a half set, but I can actually use this, large enough. So I can still target that keyword. So it's just an idea that came to me there. Two-piece set, so it seems that two-piece set is better than just set like we have up here, right? And let's see if we can pull anything else. With measurements, it might not make sense. Now we start putting in the ABCs, bakeware, BPA free, those could be ones, okay? Extra large, for $1, that's funny. For pretzels, macaroons, right? Etc. So again, I'm not going to do the whole spiel here for you, but I would create this list. And in the end, we probably won't be able to use all these, but at least it gives you a choice. Now let's duplicate this, and let's write a title. So I would just say silicone baking mat best size for cookies, pretzels, pizza, which I guarantee you will be a keyword later on that you'll find, and actually and more. Type out the word "and" this time to get that as potentially as a keyword. And then I like the word two-piece set. The more important the keyword, the more I like to stick it up front for the most part. Large enough. It's actually, I don't know why. Oh, I know why it wrapped, because we're showing this thing over here. 1 second. Okay, here we go. Large enough for almost any cooking need. Cooking is probably a good keyword. So we've done this one, we've done this one. Now see, I just did something here which most people don't do. I put silicone baking mat, comma, non-stick. Here's the reason why. Non-stick silicone baking mat, non-stick silicone baking mat. This is the only one that starts with silicone baking mats, and mats is plural, which is an interesting thing I just picked up on now that I might put in there as well. And I'll make a note for myself there. But I did it this way because I know this is the primary keyword people are going to search for. That's why I stuck it in there first. And you say, Jason, how do you know that? It's just common sense, right? People don't say, I want a non-stick silicone baking mat for the most part. They say silicone baking mat. So that's why I put that first. Silicone baking mat, comma, non-stick, two-piece set, best size for cookies, pretzels, pizza, and more, large enough for almost any cooking need. Okay. These mats, there's the plural, are professional grade. BPA free, which was, I didn't put that on the list here, but that was one of them that popped up, right? And I got large, I got mats. I haven't worked in half yet, but I probably will some way. This misspelling, I'll have a reviewer write. We got professional grade, we got cookie. Baking sheet. We got size already, and we got non-stick. So let's see if we can do any of these other ones. Okay. I got it. We'll sneak it. Unlike Google, if baking is here and sheet is over here, still works. It doesn't have to be next to each other necessarily in the title. I found it. Half sheet, and then 2 half sheets. Notice how I spelled 2 out up here, or didn't spell it out there, but spelled it out here. There you go. Just for variance, right? 2 half sheets with lifetime. I got it. Backed by lifetime warranty and 100% satisfaction guarantee. So this would be my title, something along these lines, right? And we would also be able to use these keywords in the review, use these keywords in our Seller Central, maybe recycle and reuse some of these keywords in our bullet points in certain ways, shapes, and forms. But you get the idea. The Jason Fladlin low-tech approach to keyword research. All we just do is do some Amazon searches, look at other people's titles, use a little bit of common sense, and we're on our way. And the reason why we don't get any more crazier than that, at least the reason I don't, is because these secondary keywords for the most part don't matter too much. It's the big keywords that make the difference. Silicone baking mat is a giant keyword. It's obvious, so you would use that. Non-stick is an obvious keyword. Best, always use best no matter what. Everything else here, I really could care less about. All of the other things combined is only going to give me a trickle of traffic. So I don't spend too much time beating myself up making sure I got every little tiny keyword known to man, right? Now later on, as we do things like Amazon ads and Amazon suggest keywords to us and maybe explore Google pay-per-click, etc., then we might see, oh yeah, I could put this keyword in there, I could put that one in there, I could put this one in there, and then you just go back and you tweak your listing. Simple as that. So there you go, keyword research made simple. Thank you for watching.